Hi everyone, and welcome to So Many Games, So Little Time. It's Joachim here, and I'm actually making this video too early because it's the 28th of December. It's not the new year yet, but I wanted to make a new year video in advance because I'm not going to have time because the baby will be here tomorrow. So I'm doing this all now, and I'm making this video for two things. To thank you and also to just tell you where this whole So Many Games, So Little Time came from, the channel, and also how I got into board games and everything. I don't know if that at all interests you guys, but you know, the video is here. You want to watch it, you watch it. You don't want to watch it, you don't watch it. Up to you, all right? I'm not gonna force you. I can't, even if I wanted to. So I guess I should first of all say Happy New Year, everyone, and a huge, humongous thank you to everybody who's following the channel. I appreciate all the comments that you're doing, and I know that you're leaving, and this is sounding very cliche, but let me just explain why I really do mean all that. Because when I started the channel, I didn't expect much from it. I said, you know what, I'm going to be one of those reviewing channels, not even reviewing, just more how to play channels. I'll throw it online. It'll get views eventually because people just type in how to play, and maybe sometimes they see my video, they'll watch it, and so on. You can check my first couple of videos, they're all like that. But then, I don't know, like almost a year passed by where I did nothing. And then I said, you know what, I'm going to start again. And I started doing all this Kickstarter stuff and so on. And when I did that, I had like 70 followers. And now we're like almost a year farther, I guess. And it's like 380, which seems like nothing, you know. You compare it to, there's many people, especially people who are on Instagram. You'll know some people start their channel and the next day they already have 2,000 followers, and so on, so on, so on, because of a variety of reasons. Now, I was never very active on Instagram, and I guess I'm not super duper social either. I don't constantly comment on everybody. Also, I don't have the time. And also when you start doing something, you have to keep it up, and I'm really bad at keeping all that stuff up. If people talk to me, I will reply, no worries. But yeah, out of myself, just doing it myself doesn't always happen that much. So every time people followed the channel and left comments, it really makes me happy. You know, it's really cool to see, because I'm not this PR genius. I don't go on Board Game Geek and try to sell myself everywhere, which is what you should do if you want to have a successful channel. You know, I'm not knocking on anyone. I'm not saying that's bad. It's the way you're supposed to do it. And the way you're supposed to do is create a following and then do a YouTube channel or whatever. And then you have those amount of people, right? It's kind of a double feeling. Like when I see, oh, you know, I might tell a client, oh, look, we got 300 people, like 200 followers now or something. And then if I tell a friend, like I got 200 followers, they're like, 200. You know, but for me, it's like really like a personal journey, you know, like it keeps going up and up and up. And I think it's exciting. And we used to go from like maybe one person a week or 2 weeks to 2 people a day, stuff like that, which is nice. It's a nice feeling to see that you're making stuff that people like, or at least are interested in. And I think we all know I do make mistakes. The quality isn't what it's supposed to be sometimes, but you know, it's a work in progress, and it is still just a hobby. I don't expect, nobody in this hobby expects to make money from it. So it's not about that. It's just like I want to do something. I like to think I'm a very creative person, so I need challenges and like to create stuff, especially making videos, editing them. It's fun for me, right? So if I then get feedback and people following and interested in what's going to come and so on, it's really nice. I know Kickstarter plays a huge role because I do, when a game arrives, I do go there and say like, hey guys, there's an unboxing, la la la, and people will come and check. But that's only normal, you know. But yeah, so that's why I really appreciate everybody who watches the videos, who likes it, and so on. And yeah, same thing for Kind, because Kind also helps me focus on it, right? So because it's like someone that I can, bounce ideas off. He's real fun to play with and everything, and we both have this same passion for the hobby, and that's all like really cool experiences to have. Yeah, so that's just my really warm, heartfelt thank you to all of you. Not to get dramatic or anything, I'm not gonna cry, and also, like like I said, I have 3 kids now. I'm gonna try to keep it all going, right? But in the end, it's just a channel, right? It's not high on my priority list, but it's a hobby, and hobbies should never be super high on the priority list, according to me. I enjoy it. I really enjoy the interaction. I like the giveaway. Definitely more giveaways will follow. And just, appreciate you guys and girls and men and women and everybody. So a really, really big thank you. And then I also said I would tell you guys how I got into board games, because I think there's a story. Everybody has that story, I think, when they first realized. Now, first of all, when I was younger, when I was a child, we would play board games at home, but all the typical ones. Game of Life and Clue or Cluedo, stuff like that, right? Hotel was my favorite. But then at one point when I was like, I think 12 or 13 or 14, maybe 15, whatever, around that time, people in my house just stopped playing. And so did I, because, solo gaming wasn't a thing back then. So the games just got sold off by myself as well, because if there's no one to play with, why keep them, right? So, and then fast forward, I was at a board game store with my ex-wife, and not a board game store, a comic book store. And we were just there because I like to look at comics, so I was collecting comics and everything. And in the back of that comic book store, there was a wall, just like behind me, with a big shelf full of board games. And I was like, huh? What is this? And I started looking at it. I was like, these are all games? Because as far as I know, it was only Monopoly and Clue and all that kind of stuff. I was checking, like, whoa, these themes are really cool, like space and fantasy and all that kind of stuff. I was like, this is actually really awesome. And then I ended up holding and looking at Seven Wonders a little bit, and she said, hey, it's your birthday. Why don't you just buy it? And I'll buy it for you. It'll be your present. I said, oh, okay, cool. And then, of course, we came home and I saw it was three players. At least 3 players. You can use, anyone who's played Seven Wonders knows if you play with 2 people, it doesn't work, because each of you will abuse the AI when it's your turn to control them. So, the AI is giving me money, so nice, stuff like that. So, but anyway, loved Seven Wonders, and then went back, got another game, and then went back, got another game, and went back, and then just like exploded, right? And I think by the time that we left Belgium to move to Hong Kong, I had like 70 games in like a year or two. I think, I don't know, I'm just guessing the year or two, could be longer. Sold all of them off, including Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, I know. Moved to Hong Kong, got a new selection going, moved again, and it's a smaller place, sold stuff. There's a whole story behind that. But yeah, and now I have a collection of almost 200 games, I think. So yeah, that's basically my my origin story when it comes down to getting board games. Yeah. So anyway, one final thing, just a question towards you guys. I'm a big fan of podcasts, right? Like, I'm not going to start a podcast. I mean, I would like to as well, but as once again, more time, maybe when I'm a little bit older, when my kids are older and I have more free time. But in podcasts, something that I always like, many podcasts, they include like a live bit. Like, they'll say like, okay, in the week that since you've last seen me, like a week or whatever, they'll tell a story what happened to them in that week. But of course, that might not have anything to do with board games. It might be something completely different. Now the question is, would that interest you? Like, no, man, I'm here for board games. Give me my board game content. That's it. I don't need to know what happened to one of your daughters or what happened in Hong Kong or whatever, here or there or whatever. Maybe that's true. So please let me know if you think that's something that we could include in the updates, because yeah, just like to talk, I guess. But anyway, it's the end of the year. Happy New Year, everyone. I wish you all the best, everything that you wish for, and so on. And I think I'll finish with one last question for everyone. Which game, if you could choose, right? Which game? 2 questions. Which game would you like to play right now? Like you're watching now. Which one would you play right now if you could choose anything? And then also, which game are you looking forward to in 2022 of having? Maybe you've pre-ordered something. Maybe there's a Kickstarter coming. Maybe you're hoping they'll get it for you for I don't know, a holiday or whatever, for some reason that you get a present, like a birthday or whatever. So 2 things. What would you play right now? First thing that pops to your mind. And then also, which game in 2022 are you looking forward to? Now, I'll answer it myself. So the game that I would like to play right now, if I had a choice, I think that would be Role Player, to continue the adventure, because I actually would like it to see where it's all going, and doing the voices and everything is fun. And the game I'm really looking forward to in 2022, oh my god, that's actually, I just gave myself a question that it's hard to answer for myself. The game I'm really looking forward to in 2022, probably Europa Universalis. I want to see how they do that in board game form and how it feels, because I really liked number 3. Never played 4, but 3 I really liked. So yeah, I think that's the one that pops up first, so it's probably a good sign. Anyway, that's it. Happy New Year, enjoy, and yeah, just wish all the best for you guys. And well, let's hope 2022 is a much better year with no freaking COVID and all that stuff. Okay, all right, peace out. My name is Joachim. I'll always be Joachim. I never say peace out. So my name is Joachim. There's just so many games, so little time. Bye bye, and have fun.